Hello, hola, Andrew. Hey guys, good morning. I'm sorry for the darkness. I am on my way to get, you won't believe it, the carrier that we use is in the car. I'm gonna go grab it and we're gonna go to the gym on a little walk on the treadmill. I want to try it out. I saw it in a video. That's a great idea. I don't think it'll bother anybody. If I were to see a woman with a carrier and a baby, that wouldn't bother me. What would bother me, I was telling Nathan, it's like if the stroller was in the way, and I'm not taking the stroller either. A little intervention. I had to come back and feed the baby, and so Nathan went downstairs to grab the carrier. I was saying how if I see a baby on the carrier in the gym, like just at a on the treadmill walking, that wouldn't bother me at all. What I was thinking before was like taking the stroller down, having him sit on the stroller with me next to me, like next to the treadmill. And I feel like that, even if I put it in a little corner, I feel like that would be a little bit much, especially because my stroller is super big. I can show you guys. And by the way, now that we're on the stroller topic, I did want to say that this wasn't the best. Well, okay, I'll say this. The stroller is great. The stroller has not given me any issues. It's not too heavy. It opens and closes real good. All the things are good except that it's definitely very big. It's like very bulky. I have gone to places where I can't even open the door. Like I can't go through the door, not like the front door. Okay, so I've been to stores where aisles, like if I go to Once Upon a Child, the stroller is too big to go through the aisles, so I can't even enjoy that. And then next to that, there's a Plato's Closet, and definitely in there I cannot ride through the aisles with the stroller, because I've already tried it, obviously. So that's the only thing. And I feel like, in today's day and age, there are so many other strollers, even cheaper than this one. Not saying that this is like the most expensive one, but I thought, I paid a good price for it, you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was gonna be, I mean, like I said, the quality is great, everything is great except that it's bulky. So what I'm saying is, if you are having a baby soon, I think you should go for a different one that's more compact. I got 3-in-1, as you saw. There's a review on my channel here. We got the Graco Premier molds, and this one brings the car seat, the stroller, just the regular stroller, and a bassinet. The bassinet I have not used once, and that was like the main thing that I was like research. I need this, I want this. And at the end of the day, I didn't use it once, you guys. But it was winter time, so if you're having a baby, definitely plan like ahead, like, okay, what are the months that are we, am I having it in the summer, am I having it in the winter? If you're having it in the winter, like, you're not gonna need a bassinet. I say all that to say that my stroller is real bulky, and so that's why I was like, I think it will bother people to see a big stroller in the gym. Anyways, let me finish feeding him and then we're gonna go down as a family. I'm so excited. By the way, I've got a new watch. It's an Apple Watch. I believe that's one of the reasons why I'm so excited to go to the gym. But so my sister has had this watch for years in her drawer, like at least 3 years, and I've always told her, like, Stephanie, if you don't want it, give it to me. And she's like, yeah, you can take it, you can take it. And every time that I would be like, okay, where is it, she didn't know where it was. So then it's been a couple years that I've been on her case about that, and then this week I was just like, you know what, let me get on it, like, let me get on her. And I was like, Stephanie, where's the watch? And she goes, oh, it's in my drawer. And I was like, okay, which drawer? And she thought about it, and then she told me exactly where it was. And so I went and grabbed it myself, and then I went and got a charger for it, because she wasn't gonna find the charger. That was too much to ask. So she was like, I don't know where the charger is. So I went and got a charger, charged it, and like paired it. It took me like a bunch of hours to do it, but I'm so excited. I have an Apple Watch. She said, she gave it to me for free because she wasn't using it. So I'm like, just donate it to me, basically. But I did offer. I was like, okay, do you want some money for it? And she's like, no, you're fine. She was like, it was your Mother's Day gift. And I was like, thank you. And anyway, so I have a Apple Watch. Oh no, Andrew's falling asleep as we speak. Yeah, I have to let him sleep. He's not been sleeping well. Can you believe Andrew already has 2 teeth out? The 2 lower teeth are coming out, and it's so cute. You guys, so much for going to the gym. It's Now 10:25. The boys have been sleeping for about an hour and a half, and we haven't gone to the gym yet. So I was like, you know what, I'm getting hungry. Okay, so I did want to show you guys this Carb Quick Complete Biscuit and Baking Mix. This is so good. It has no sugar, high fiber, low sodium, and high protein. And Nathan picked it up one day when I was like, oh, I want pancakes, and I wanted the Kodiak pancakes, but then he came home with this. He said he couldn't find the Kodiak pancakes at Walmart that day, so he brought this home, and I'm like, I'm hooked. It doesn't taste the same as Kodiak or just the regular pancake mix, but it's good. I like it, and it's super good for you. Olive oil, eggs, the milk. We were using this milk. This is the mix, and then I'm mixing everything in here. Oh, a little bit of vanilla, a dash of sugar. I'm gonna make that with some eggs and sausage. Oh, let me show you this sausage I got at the grocery store. I got these turkey sausage links. 4 links is about 10 grams of protein. Guys, I almost stuffed this down and didn't show you. I got 1 pancake, eggs. Well, you guys already saw everything. I added some avocado for good fats. And if you want to know, one of my favorite vloggers is Clancy Burke. I really like her. And the syrup that I use is this one. But as soon as this one's done, I'm going to get just maple syrup, because it's like healthier for you. And still wait for the boys to wake up. They're still sleeping. All right, they're up. Here's my baby number 1. Time flies. He's almost 6 months. And these are the little toys that I've got for him here in the living room. I've got this kind of like a pillow where he can sit. You can fold it or kind of like put it together, and he can sit on it and practice sitting. Or he can do tummy time like he's doing now. And, you know, it keeps him comfortable. And it has like a bunch of different materials for sensory development. And then I've got this Los Tambores tambourine from Carter's that I just got him a couple weeks ago. And then a couple of stuffed animals. This one makes a sound. This one does too. And then a book. And I usually have like a couple of them out. Like, I won't do all the things. I would just do like 3 of these things at a time. I've got this other toy that was gifted to him, and this is like donuts that come in and out, and they all have different shapes, or not different shapes, but like different materials and different sizes, and he's supposed to put it in this, you know, plastic pole. He still doesn't know how to do that yet, but he will. A little ball that also makes a little bit of a noise. And then we got the Jumpy. This has a name. I call it the Jumpy. So it's really nice. He sits on here, and he so he's practicing standing, and he's practicing, like, you know, touching stuff, and he also has music and everything. Recently he's discovered like looking up, so he'll look up at these little animals here, and he'll touch them and try to reach for them. I had reservations because of when he jumps, a lot of the times he'll just stand there and play with the toys, but when he does go crazy and he starts jumping like a crazy man, I feel like the brain doesn't go like this. It doesn't. I have noticed it doesn't go like that. But I just feel like that, like up and down movement has to do something to the brain. And I did look it up, and it's preferable for them to just like be standing and then playing with everything instead of like jumping like that. But so for a little bit there, I was like, I don't want him to go on it. I wanted to keep him away basically. But then he has basically no other entertainment, and I went to the Once Upon a Child. I went there to get the skip hop activity table, I believe that's what it's called. And so it has like a seat just like this, but it just doesn't jump. But I couldn't find it, and it's like $180 or $150. And I'm like, we talked about it, and I was like, should we get it? And he was like, yeah, sure, go ahead. But I just feel like I can't do it. Like, it's too much money for just like an activity table for a baby that's gonna use it for a couple months, and then just we're gonna have to put it in storage for the next baby. But So then I was like, okay, so I'm gonna start using this again, but I'm just gonna do like 10 minutes, 15 minutes here and there. And online, they also suggest that, like, if you're gonna do it, just do it for 10 to 15 minutes intervals. Like, don't leave him there too long. Anyways, I say a lot to say that I have been using it again, and he loves it. He stays there. He'll stay there for a while. He'll stay there for a long time if I leave him. Oh, he does this now. He touches his or he puts his feet in his mouth, which is I think for his age, he's, you know, doing well with his development. Andrew, why don't you play? Look, with your toys. Look, you can play with this, instead of jumping so much. You guys, I'm literally feeding Andrew again, and it's now 12:20 and we still haven't gone to the gym. We were joking around with Nathan, and he's like, it's gonna be time for church tomorrow and we're still not gonna go to the gym. Which was hilarious. But we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen at some point. Maybe right after this. We finally made it. Alright guys, it's a little bit later. It's 3:44 in the afternoon. We went to the gym. It went alright. It was fine. There were a couple people at the gym. You know, I didn't feel any looks or anything like that. It was fine. And I guess I can do that more. I think so. I definitely think so. And I'm sorry, I'm tired and I'm hungry. We're about to go to my mom's house though, because we told her that Andrew has 2 teeth, and she's like, I want to see him, I want to see him, please bring him. So I'm gonna go take the baby over there to her, and then we're gonna take some Chinese food, and we're gonna be there a little bit and then come right back home.